Hello, engineers, and welcome to episode 3 of Factorio with Bob's and Angel's mods. And I have been running around generally in this area. I got a bunch of iron made, not too long, but just so you guys didn't have to watch it all. And without further ado, I would like to come right up here and actually get us steel processing going. So one of the other things I did was, so we're going to research that, is I made about 100 red science, just because that sort of takes a while and slowed the last video down, and hey, why not? So let's split them between the two. There's 50 and there's 50. And 50 of them we're going to need for this steel processing, which should be pretty quick, 5 seconds. Then the other thing we're going to want to get is this metallurgy 1. And that's going to let us get a blast furnace, and the chemical furnace, I don't know, we won't use that for a while. The induction furnace we'll use, and these casting machines. So I think I also got close to everything we need, except if you notice, we need steel plates. So what we'll do is we'll head down here. Now that we got the science going and we know we can click the next button and get all that going as we're doing the video, we'll come back down here. I also cleared out our... I think I'm going to take this other guy away. Yep, as soon as I say that, he starts producing something. So, oh, he is producing, isn't he? Yeah, we'll leave him be. It's not like a stone furnace is that expensive. So in any event, what we want to do is down here, eventually have our smelting lines. Now, they don't take up a whole lot of room, but, we will possibly run into this cliff. I don't know. I didn't really lay it out until I have the machine. So what I think we'll do for now, just temporarily, is come here and just come off to the side and set up a couple of these guys. We're going to need coal down here anyway. So let's make... Well, you know what? We'll go grab let's make another one. We can go grab another. We don't need to make a massive line here. What am I doing? There we go. So we'll just make another one. We can drop that coal in right on that half, can't we? Oh, no, because if this other machine... Yeah, we can get this other machine running. Didn't do that last episode. There we go. So now the other machine will dump it on both sides. But I was going to say we could just dump our coal in here. We still might do that. All right, so let's go. Let's look here. Yeah, see, we could use an underground belt or two. So I'm going to hit that twice. Splitter. Yes, we're going to need a splitter. And we're going to need a bunch more. Probably should have. Yeah, let's just make all these belts. That'll kill our iron for a minute, but while we got other stuff we're making. Let's come up here and get it set up on this end first. All right, see, the steel's done that quickly. And the other one we want to get here is the metallurgy. So we'll research that one. And then we'll be in shape. So we want to get our steel production, or at least get a little bit of steel being made. All right, let's come up here to the coal line and put in a splitter. And of course that pole is kind of right in the way, isn't it? I want to come back. Let's see, where is this? Yeah, I should be able to snake it right down here. Let's go get more iron. I'm trying to wind this one down. I don't know if I should have. This just in case. We're going to have a number of these. I don't think it's going to be enough, but we'll see. Oop. Hit the pole and bounced off. Get it heading that way, right? few more being made. I don't think it's not going to be enough. You just might as well make them all. Alright, I guess I should have made some more, well, you know what we can do? Let's do this. We can get this thing running down here anyway, because that'll help, won't it? Yeah, let's do that. Let's grab some extra coal. Grab 400. Alright, sorry about this. Might as well feed this guy out while we're here. Give us a better idea how many we need. We're close. Looks like we're already starting a bus, huh? Yeah, so we can get these guys fueled up and electriced up. Sometimes I like to stagger them because they fight with each other. So, oops, what did I do? There we go. All right, so now we need to get a little electric over here. Yeah, you know what? We'll put that electric right there. That one right there. And then well, we need some more belts, but at least they'll be making iron while we're sitting there talking about it. And no, they won't if we don't do something with our copper. So maybe we could just dump the copper into a chest, which means we need more iron. I could use wood. I just went and got a lot of wood. Wood chest will hold us over for a minute. And some more electric. Oops. There we go. So at least that'll take some of the copper off, keep the iron flowing, hopefully. All right, so we're getting more iron semi-officially. You know what? We can even turn this into a steel/iron thing. And we could probably just do the same thing with copper, huh? Why don't we do that? And then we can go grab up all the copper. Yeah, it's not going to hurt to make a few more of these. Trust me, we have plenty of stone. Yeah, but even if we just dump some of the coal we got here. Come on. I do like far reach. There we go. And then we just need a little more power. Yep. All right, good. So that's... All right, why did we stop? Okay, we stopped because of this guy, which is one of the reasons we got this. And we'll just stretch him out to his max. All right, that's not going to buy us much time, but it'll be a little bit. Enough to maybe make some more of these belts. Now that this guy is... Yeah, where do we want this? That's just sort of semi-temporary. You know what? There's no reason we can't... Well, I want to go up a little bit further with this eventually. So let's just take him out of the way a bit. Means we'll have to run a pole up there. Now we can make an iron chest. No, we can't, because we used... Alright, so we'll do the same thing here. So for now, we'll just box that stuff up, which will at least keep the line running while we're getting some iron. So now what is our issue? Our issue now is we don't have enough inserters over here to keep this guy going. And really, I think we want two to ramp it up. Guy's going to need another belt. So this one. Do we have enough? No, we just don't have enough iron. So that ramped it up a little bit. Yeah, before you know it, we'll have at least a decent amount. All right, was that enough to make a... Yes, one more inserter. So I think this will... We might need 3 on here, I forget. But at least for now, we got 2 going. Come on, there we go. Alright, so we're making some iron. Very good. Yeah, see, there's not... Even if we wanted to put more inserters on here down the road, you know, this is keeping up. That's the bottom line. This is keeping up. Even when... I think we might end up with another inserter, like if we put another crusher there. But our iron production, you know, the actual ore coming in is good. You know, this will run. It's one thing I've learned is because one of the things these mods do is there's just a lot of red research even. You know, you kind of have time to fiddle before you end up, you know, going and having to go do more research. Like if we take a look, we haven't unlocked too much, but like when we look in this metallurgy here, for example, especially this red and green, look at all that red and green, but there's even, you know, a number of reds that we'll be able to, you know, just do for the sake of doing something down here. So you end up with plenty to do. So right now we're just sort of waiting on materials. This would have probably been a good place to get to by the end of the last episode. But hey. Alright, now we're not keeping up here, which is fine. Yeah, we really want to get the coal down here. But since we're not keeping up, let's see. Do we got... Why can't we make more than one inserter? Because we don't have any more copper plates, which should be coming out over here. There we go. Let's make 10 more of those. And we got to get our coal line down. Give me more. Let's put the electric poles up. Yeah, this will be good because we also need... We're going to need to suck off some of this iron to... We'll just go down a little ways. I don't think that's going to be in our way. Hope not. I have a way of putting things in the way. At the end of the belts. Let's make more. Let's get more iron. So we can make some steel right there when we get the opportunity. Let's take this guy and... Alright, so now we need some coal. Did we steal that out of here before? Yeah, let's steal the rest out of here. There we go. At least he'll be making some. Then what we can do is get these guys exporting it. Keep them running a little bit longer. And then what we can do, we're going to need electric here anyway. So let's do a little pull off spot. And let's get the chest going first. So this will be a good little place to pull off some iron so we don't have to run up and down the belts. And let's limit it to about 500 iron. That's 400. 500 iron. And I'm not going to limit this, but I do want to put up a... Let's do another chest. Yeah, there. And I'm not going to limit this because I don't think we're going to make that much copper. And even if we do, I don't really want it to stop because it's going to foul up the iron, so we'll just, for now, that's buying us some time, you know, keep everything running. Same thing with this chest until we go get more. Well, we can grab some. Let's grab a little bit of coal out of here while we're doing things. right, so the thing I didn't really consider is how I'm going to bring coal in here. Or are we just going to manually feed it forever until we're ready? Just enough inserters. So we'll put that guy there. Make one more chest, and then this is where we'll plop our steel out. Unfortunately, need another electric pole there. All right, so we're actually making some steel now. Let's go get manually at least some more coal while we wait for that to just run and make us some more belts, and then we can bring these things over. We're getting a little production happening, huh? Yeah, this is sort of turning into a bit of a waste. But we'll just keep it running for the sake of a little extra. Yeah, there's that. At least that reminded me of that. So let's get some more coal. What do we have? Like 5 machines down there. So let's just grab all of this coal. That won't hurt. We're using a good amount of coal. All right, so there we go. We got metallurgy finished. So pretty shortly here, hopefully we'll be able to make a little more efficient version. I think we're putting in, I think there's a bonus to, while we're talking, only 24? Well, we'll make all 24. That was really a coal run, wasn't it? All right, so let's top these guys off with coal. Okay, not 100% filled up on the furnaces, but we're producing a lot more than we were before. And just this one inserter's not fast enough to take them off, so that's perfect. So while we're at it, we're making some steel, which that's nowhere near enough, but what are you going to do? We could, well, when we go pick up those other things, we can expand a little bit. But really, when you think about it, at this point, we're kind of limited. You know, we're burning up all the iron ore that we're producing for this moment. Okay, so what's next? I have no idea. We're really waiting on steel. These are filled with coal, so they'll run for quite a while. So we're producing this slag, which is about a pain in the butt. Let's make some more belts. That's what's next. We're just going to use up all our iron on those belts. We'll grab this, just in case we need it. No, we got an underground. So let's just run our coal further along. Oops, too far away. Let me stop before I get too close. I stopped anyway because I ran out. Where do I want to come down with this? How about we make a little, like as we do these production units, I'll make a little bit of a bus. Now this guy's right in the way, isn't he? But we can, let's do the bus like right here. Nah, then I got 2 things to go over. All right, yeah, let's just for now. There you go. That'll give us some room to turn down. Won't be the most pretty thing you ever saw, but how do we want to do this? Why don't we divert that guy that way? We do this. I forget where the pole is. Alright, so let's come back out here. Oop, wrong way. Yeah, might as well keep it close to that. Alright, so there's coal there. We really could use a splitter. Can we make another splitter? Yeah. So we'll just, it's not like we won't use the splitter someplace else if we pick it up in the future. This is sort of all temporary. But we'll do something similar right down here by, let's just... And we'll feed this guy in some coal that way. Oh, no, that didn't work. That's not what we want. How about something like that? Yep, there we go. And we got ended up. Oh, we're getting coal in here. Boo. All right, stop, buddy. Yeah, let's just. We're just going to pick up that chest. And we're going to take this guy. He'll just pull off of what's coming off of here. How's that sound? That's fine. If he pulls it all, that's, you know, fine. Because we're still got plenty going to here. There we go. So now we got some steel going. How much steel do we have? We could use the steel. Enough to think about the next step. So the next step, we've resource refined, and then we need the metallurgy smelt. So we need this blast furnace here, which takes 12 steel. Now, just so you know what's coming, the next thing we're going to want is this induction furnace, which we need 24 more steel from. And then we're going to need 3 is pretty good, I think, for these casting machines, which is going to be another 36 steel. So we're kind of waiting on some steel here. And then we'll want to do the same thing with the copper. And then once that happens, then I'll feel better about ramping this thing up. We'll get these other crushers in, which we really probably could do, couldn't we? Well, let's see how the timing of everything works out. So we could use another splitter, because we'll split this off pretty shortly here. Actually, we'll probably cut off the whole iron thing we just did. But don't worry, we'll need that. Not that you're worried, but let's just see. Can we fit this in? All right, that's where it goes. 1. Yeah, let's just, I think we can fit this in. Yeah, see, we're going to need coal over here. So let's, do we want, yeah, well, we're going to need an underground temporarily, if nothing else. Yeah, now I want to run the coal right here. So we'll take the coal, and we'll bring it in right there. And we don't have any inserters. We are just a mess. Make all the inserters. Should have more iron. Just using it as fast as we can make it, huh? How's our steel looking? Yeah, good, we might be able to make the next machine. Oh, no, we needed 24, didn't we? All right, so let's put that stupid pole's in the way again. Just put it right up here. All right, so we're going to get that going. We got our inserters. I think this guy actually needs power, but we'll put that guy right there. So we're getting coal in. Yeah, well, before we shut this off, let's just get it all set up. So we're going to put, yeah, see, I want to move. Well, no, you know what? I have to kind of do it this way, don't I? Just because weakness of those new beginning poles. It's nice when you can get the 7x poles instead of these 5x. No recipe available. Uh-oh, that's right. I forgot all about that. So we need to do, is that iron? No. Is this iron? Yeah. We need to do the iron smelting. So we need another 50 science. Let's grab what iron we have. That's not going to be enough. We need 2 for each. This we should have plenty of. Matter of fact, we'll just keep 200 on us till we get more slots. Yeah, so we need some more iron here, guys. But we can get making the science anyway, can't we? Let's just keep track. So we'll make 25. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, so we'll get that 25 going, and then what's next? All right, so can we make... No, we need a little more steel. Yep, got the steel. So now we can make an induction furnace, which did use up some of our iron, I think, but yeah, you know, now we got to wait for that stupid science to get made. All right, so let's go up. Oops, we didn't pick it, did we? Yeah, advanced iron smelting 1. That's what we want. Yep, that one. All right, so let's go put these in here. At least that'll get it started. And I think you guys can see where this is going, but... And this is all the beginning. I would imagine not too much of this is that hard to figure out, but... Yeah, what is this? Let's take you. Well, we ran right past the science thing. I don't know why. Good, we got 12. We can put 6 in each. How long does that take? 30 seconds, so it's a fairly long one. Yeah, if we look at... Oops, wrong thing. If we look at our science here, what else do we need to do after we get this done? We're going to want to do the copper. You know, that'll be another next step. I'd like to get that tool belt too. That does make my life a lot easier. But we'll wait till, well, we got to have green anyway for that. Water treatment, we'll need that. We just need a lot. Greenhouse, by the way, this is how we can make some trees. So we'll definitely want that. Transistors, we're going to need that in order to get to the green. All right, so we got 2 more. That's hardly exciting. All right, let me pause the video here. Let me get this research done. How's that sound? Be right back. Okay, back again, and we got our advanced iron smelting finished. I also went ahead and created enough red science that we could get the copper research done too. So let's go ahead and do that as we get started here. I went to, just because I was getting bored, I guess you could say, but I was going to, I tore out our old iron facility, as you can see, and I also got rid of the stone thing we had here. And ran back down there, and I actually made a regular ore crusher out of the burner crusher we had, and then realized we're just really could use some more iron down there. Like, we're just not keeping up even with 2 ore crushers. So let me go ahead and put these guys in. That way we have... power pole going. Very good. All right, so now we'll have double the ore coming down, which can't help. Our coal is a little on the weak side, but we'll have to deal with that. This is filling up. It's not using this much coal, so I'm not too worried. As long as we don't starve our power system, and we don't have much of a power system as it is. I'm not sure why it was putting out 1 right there. So there we go. So we got plenty of coal down here. We are using it at a pretty good clip. I think this thing, I'm not sure the energy usage, don't really care. You know, at this point, we got plenty of coal, and there's plenty of coal on the map. It's not like we're fighting biters and all that stuff. So in any event, I think this guy's more efficient. I don't think he'll use as much coal as the other. All right, so there we go. So what I had done was I put in this ore crusher, and realized, well, wait a minute, we're just nothing even getting down to them. So Yep. All right. So hopefully in a few minutes we'll see an increase in that. But other than that, I was just mostly sitting down here. When 3 of them came out, I would do that. Now we got enough steel. So the other thing I think I want to do for now is let's just limit us to like 400 steel. Like we're going to need a good amount of it, but I would like to eventually back up with iron. And again, this whole thing's going away here pretty shortly. So right before we left, I had clicked on the induction furnace. So I'm just going to rotate it around. You can rotate it later. You know, you want to go one away. Boom. And I'll put a power pole right here. And a couple of these guys. And I actually want 3 of those guys. So let's make some more of them if we can. 10 will be a good start. Ooh, I think this is going to be tight. I might bunch these up together. Let's see. We want to put in... Here, let's see. We got the inserters going. So let's come over to here. So now what we need to do is cast these into steel plates with a casting machine. So there's our 3 casting machines. I think if you really max this out, you might want to put a 4th set of inserters on here. And again, I'm not too worried about maxing it out. We got plenty of other stuff to work on. As long as we have I mean, right now we're just trying to get a steady flow of iron. That'll be a wonderful first start. We might as well, I think we can go ahead and set these to their recipes. And this guy can go in here because we don't need to carry that around. And let's get rid of some of this stuff. Yeah, we'll just put it in this one. Well, let's put it in this one. He's not doing anything anyway. Oh, that's all crushed. Well, that's all right. We can put it there. And this is not crushed. And might as well dump this in here. There you go. That's a good surge of the stuff. Where do we get... Oh, because I picked up that furnace for the coal. Or for the copper. All right, good. That'll bump up our production a tiny bit. Well, and we got our 3 thingamabobbers here. Yeah, I mean, there's no reason I can't just put them... Let's see, how does that fit? I guess we could do ghost images. Can I get around there? I really kind of... Well, I could pump the iron back up this way. See why I put cliffs on, like, not so many? Yeah, see, I can't... Or wait, no, I can't destroy the cliff. All right, so we'll pump these guys back up this way. Somehow. It's not, I'd rather have taken it around that way. Can I move everything up? It ain't worth it. Alright, so let's come over here. Need to get this guy power. I found it kind of works out fairly well. That should be good. And then we need another... Alright, so... Yeah, that's... There you go. That'll work. Not that, this. Alright, there you go. So, we're missing a belt. Can I reach? Yep. Okay, so I say I cut this guy off here. Could have probably done it this way. We'll let that guy finish out whatever he's got in him. Should probably... you know what we could do? I don't need a lot of steel. Right? So we could probably do... Yeah, well, you know what? We don't have to worry about it that much. We could do... Oops, too far away. And... Yeah, we could just dump it out right there. Alright, let's cut this guy off. And really, this is all done. So we'll just let that guy finish up. Let's take the splitter back out. And we will this up. That didn't last long, did it? But hey, it got us going. You know, I don't think there was a huge thing, but we did definitely produce it faster for a minute. I don't know if it was worth all that effort. And we do want to pretty quickly here make sure this guy's running. Oops, yeah, take these off first so you don't end up with coal on the ground. Why do we have those in our hands? And we really don't need that splitter anymore. And we'll just pick the rest of this up. Probably got a bunch of coal in my inventory. Alright, so let's give this guy a little power. And, oh, we're not producing because we don't have enough stone pipes. We'll make some of those. We'll just run them right down here. So is that, yep, now we're moving again. So now is this guy not set on a recipe? Shift, right click, left click. I like the sound effect. And then we want a guy right here. And then I didn't put my chest back down. Let's limit that to 400. All right, are any of those actual? No, they're not actual stone. So let's just, what do we want to do here? Copper's kind of in the way. I would like to keep this, you know, why use space we don't need to? It's real estate's pretty cheap, but just make 2 undergrounds, because I think what we'll do is just snake him right back up. Oop. There, we'll just underground them, because even if we want the copper to get out anyway, so it's not like it's not like we don't want that to happen. And we do need to get the copper because that is something we're going to need for our red science here. So we got our undergrounds, and then let me just tuck right in here. We'll put another puller offer. So for now, at least, whatever comes off will at least, oh, put that the wrong way, didn't I? Spin her around. Just hit R. If you didn't know, you can hover over something that's already on the ground. All right, there we go. We officially have an iron line. You can see we're doing pretty well. We could probably balance that thing at some point, but what I'd like to do pretty quickly is get another setup like this going, another parallel one right here. But first we should get the copper going, I think. How's this guy? He's got plenty of time. Yeah, that's the whole, I don't know. I haven't figured out what to do with the slag yet. I know there's stuff people are talking about doing, so. The other thing we should probably do is, yeah, that's one. Let's set this guy back up. And he'll need coal. So what do we want to do? We don't have long-handled inserters yet. Why don't we do the output here? We'll do the input there. Should have an extra splitter that we took off from someplace else. Oops, too far away again. Let's cut that tree because it's going to be in the way in a second. Get them some power. I can't get all of them, can I? Yes. There you go. All right, so we're getting stone bricks. Let's get another chest before he puts them all on the ground. Do we want to limit that? No. Because, matter of fact. But you know what? We keep a little bit of stone on us. Get rid of this iron ore. Could have got rid of the iron ore. That's right here. There we go. All right, very good. So you can see these aren't fully running. So, but then you get like these surges. So I don't know. I might not need 3 of those, but we'll see. And probably should really bring that. Be better to bring, now that we got all that stuff out of the way, do we want to bring that coal in right here? Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, we'll do that. Yeah. And that means we can get rid of this one. Not that I need to be that cheap about it. Oh, shoot. Then we can bring him in. Use the one we just picked up. Did that so that this, otherwise you have to like pounce this guy out and then back into the underground. There we go. That's a little neater. And we'll have a bunch more coal again. Eventually you can buffer these. And I can use some of that coal up. There you go. That's a little bit neater. When we run this second line in, we'll have the coal right there for it. And the good thing is with whatever we're producing up here, we're keeping up. Let's go see, can we make another crusher? Yes. So we don't quite, I don't think we have enough to justify it, but we could easily ramp up our mining. You can see we are getting a few down here. So one more second, we should have this. And we can put this guy in. Go. So that is officially what I was doing in my other map, and I found it worked out pretty well. So let's go ahead and talk about where we want to put the copper. It's awful dark, isn't it? So let's look at the map. All right, so we're right here. This is this cliff wall. That's a pain in the butt. So we'll put the iron lines going this way. Now this, if we ever do deal with copper, you know, the copper ore is all the way up here, but I think it would be better. Like I said, I set up a whole copper thing and I ended up just never even using it because I was just producing enough, you know, at least in the generally the beginning stages up until green. Once you got to doing blue, you started using a little more copper, but trust me, we're hours away from doing blue. So I think I'm going to just take this copper and bring it up here and set up a whole new line. So let's see, we got some steel. Can we get everything we need? So we can get a blast furnace. That's great. We can get an induction furnace, and we're a little bit short on iron. So we should have hopefully a fair amount. Yep, we got a fair amount right there. So let's see, can we get, you only get one casting machine because we're out of steel, but we were back to making that. So 47 of that should be, yep, we can make 2 more. And then it's just a matter of belts, inserters, and such. So we got a couple inserters, but we'll definitely need more. Let's go ahead and make, oh yeah, look at that, we can make a ton of that. All right, we'll make 4 of them. I know we're going to need a couple undergrounds. And we don't have any, so let's just make 2 undergrounds. Let's make a couple splitters. And let's decide exactly where we want to put this. So looks like we're kind of forming a, I don't like to jam things up too much, just in case we want to get things over this way one day. Why don't we go a fair ways up here? How's this look? Why not, right? Hopefully we don't have to move it. So here's just the blast furnace. So we'll need to get coal and copper. So we'll run the copper just along here. We'll run the coal here. Will that work out? For starters, I'm sure it will. So this will be the copper. Yeah, that works out because they're on the right side. Yep, this row right there. That's sort of an issue, isn't it? But what we can do, we didn't get our underground yet, did we? We'll do an underground right there. Let's see, we got some more iron? Yeah. So let's make some more of these belts. So we know we'll need them. And we still got plenty of work to do up here, so let's keep going up here while we're waiting for stuff to get made. So we have induction furnace. Put that one away. So I usually like to leave a little gap in between there. I jammed it up on that other one. If nothing else, just so you can pass by them. There we go. So let's change these to copper plates. There we go. And for no other reason, then we'll pull the copper off the top. I'll turn these. So, well, plus we need the inside intake on this side. And I'm in the way. And we don't have any of these. We're going to need some more stone or bricks. Let's go see if we can't grab a few of those while we're thinking about it. It's nice when everything starts getting automated, isn't it? You don't have to run around so much. Alright, so now what we need is a bunch of inserters. Oops, wrong way. That'll be the coal. Put one guy right here. Put another one there. Put another one there. We're going to need a little one to bridge the gap here. Oops, too far away. That should be fine. Alright. I really like the long reach mod there. Alright, so that's 1, 2, yeah. Alright, so we'll have copper coming out here. We'll put a little... No, let's stop it. There. For now, we'll just put a... You are going through some chests, huh? Put a chest there just so that it runs once we get it started up, but we'll quickly take that out. All right, so we actually have to get power to this place, huh? I want to come up like right here. No, you know what? Let's come up. We'll leave it. We can skip 4 lines. 1, 2. Because if we want to run more stuff up here, we can jump over. What happened there? There we go. So now we got that going. You don't have coal. I didn't expect you to. Alright, you need to be recipeed to this, and you need to be recipeed to that. And then we need our underground pipe. That should be that. Bada bing, bada boom. Let's go cook up the coal first, I think. And we'll just... Yeah, we'll underground it from here, whatever. And another splitter. And we should have coal in the way. And then the next thing to do, we're not going to need that guy. So let's just run. There we go. All right, so let's cut this guy off. Did I not have any burn belts? Gotta through some belts. Yeah, let's just make them all. Oh, see, that's the mistake. See, I should have right-clicked, because now I don't have any belts. I have to sit here and wait for 34 gears to get made. Not the end of the world, of course. But it kind of would have been nice to keep going. We could put this in there so he just finishes up whatever he was working on, which wasn't much. There we go. All right, now we're in business. Okay, so copper should be up here any second. Let me... Again, we don't want the copper to stop, but I do want to... And we can get all this copper out of here. That is a lot of copper I have, but this thing eats through it. This thing will churn out some iron ingots. I haven't really even worried about the ratios too much. Oh, we don't have any inserters. There we go. That's a little better. Yeah, see that? It's just sucking through those ingots pretty quick. Trying to get this in there before the rest of it comes up. Very nice. So we have copper going. We have iron going. See, now it's the whole line's backing up a little bit. And you see when I'm sitting here feeding these in as intense as I can, like we have all. I'm missing more. You know, when I'm feeding in the iron ore as fast as I can, I am using all three of those. Might have been a little burst, so to speak, at the beginning, but and now we're waiting for it to melt it. And then we'll get all this out of there. There we go. All right, so there's all that, and then we have this crushed. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do with that. Let's get rid of the saphirite ore. So there you can see we've got a whole line of copper going, and we're backing up the copper ore already. So hopefully after we get done what I pumped in there, we should stay ahead of it. Hopefully it doesn't back up too far to stop this. All right, what are we doing? We're putting that recipe on. Would be a good idea, wouldn't it? And then we have just a bunch of coal that I don't want in my hands. And I think I'll call it an episode there. You know, having gotten our iron production going, gotten copper production going, I think that's a good place. The episode, I'm sure, has gone on long enough to be considered an episode. And when we come back, I believe we will be talking about red science. Let's see. So that's full. No, it's not. See, yeah, see, sometimes you can take that off and then just jam the thing full. Nice. All right, since we decided we're going to make a mall, and it's going to probably be, yeah, see our science, I don't know where we'll end up with the science, but, you know, I think this will be a nice place. Why don't we plop down the chests that we have, and for now we'll get rid of that because I don't know quite where I'll put it until I figure out a place to process it. These are just intermediary things that'll keep popping in there. We don't have much for iron plates. We don't really need that much wood on us. These can be helpful for a few ingredients. And these, I don't think there's any use for those. These we'll keep because who knows, we might, I think they do get used up in certain, when we do the stone, the steel furnaces, which we will try to get to. And we don't have much in the way of anything right now. So in between episodes, I'll, to some degree, just let things run and, probably build up a few of these odds and ends. How's that sound? I'll get some, get some different splitters, and just that way we don't have to, you guys don't have to wait for me to make that kind of dumb stuff. And if there's any, research that I have to do the red, I will at least get the red vials ready to go so that we can start the research like we did in this episode. Well, I hope you enjoyed it. There's another look at it. It seems like a reasonable thing. I'm sure you could come up with a better design, but hey, we're making iron, right? And we're spitting out the copper. We got to deal with the slag, and eventually we'll just get a big slag buffer area till we figure out what to do with it permanently. But we're keeping ahead at this point. I think, we got a little buffer wooden chest there to, keep our stone and our thing. But eventually we'll get some steel furnaces going, and we'll make an official brick making area up here. And let's just, before we leave celebrating too much, let's just take a look over here. Yeah, we're kind of backed up, aren't we? All right, let's end the backup. If nothing else. We don't have any iron. Good Lord. You know what? We're just going to take all that iron. All right, now we can make an iron chest. Yeah, so we'll just plop another iron chest here real quick. And there we go. I bet you that'll clear that up in no time. All right. Well, anyway, you guys get the idea. We're making plenty of copper. We're making plenty of, we're making plenty of copper. We're making iron. I don't know if it's enough, but at least we got a good shot at it. We might put some more miners in between the episodes. Thanks, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a good day. Take care. Bye-bye.